She's the one who told you the story? Okay, interesting. Okay. All right. Well, I just pressed record. So basically what it does, it'll record all of this and then it renders it. And then I think from their cloud, then I download it. And then it gives me two different versions in terms of like, or no, a couple different versions in terms of the layout. So I have to see like how it looks when it downloads, if I get just a regular a view or regular, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But then I can also pull the audio. So I'm just curious to see, obviously horizontal wise, how is it going to look, or if it's just going to cut everything vertically. So, but trial and
Interesting.
error.
Okay,
We'll see.
figure it out.
All right, here we
My
go.
lighting's okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think your lighting's okay. Okay, ready? All right, 3, 2, 1. Hello, welcome to Behind the Filter After Dark edition, and we're doing things a little bit differently with Ashley. We're not together.
Hey, girl.
We're trying a little different of a setup today, so we'll see how it goes.
It's all a trial. We'll see. Let's just hope the audio holds.
I know. We'll see how it goes. Okay, Ashley, again, I always feel like I say this, like, I haven't seen you. What have you been doing with your life? You've been gone
No,
again. You're like literally always MIA.
I think I just got like this summer. I was like, you know what? I'm single. I don't have kids. I should be doing like, when you're at like that age and you're single, you feel this pressure. I'm like, am I doing enough? Am I living enough? Which is so silly. So I decided to go though to Florida for 3 weeks. It was
3
really
weeks.
good. I know it was crazy to be gone that long, but like 4.5 of the days, I did my first solo trip. So that was kind of fun. Like long
Was
story
it
short,
weird at the beginning, like to be by yourself for a couple of days? How was that for you?
like I'm really good at being by myself. Maybe too good. The weirdest part though was dinner. Like dinners were boring. Like I made myself go to dinner instead of just like ordering in. I ordered in the first night because I was tired, but I went out to dinner like 3 other nights, and that like as much as you try to talk to other people and meet and like because I was in Clearwater, so it's like a little bit touristy, but it was like early in the week, so the tourists weren't quite there yet. So I was just like kind of by myself a lot. So dinner got boring, but other than that, I really liked it. It was like really good to push myself and get out of my comfort zone. And it was nice to have just like solitude. So I enjoyed my time.
Good. I need to do that. I don't think I've ever took a full solo trip by myself. Well, I haven't taken a trip in a long time, but still, I just haven't done something completely 100% by myself for a good couple of days. So
it's good to do. It's good to push yourself, but
yes.
You've had some big celebrations recently.
Oh, what? My birthday?
Your
I'm getting older.
Didn't you just have your year anniversary too?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
That's a big deal.
It is. My boyfriend and I have been dating for a year.
That's crazy. I was thinking about it today, and I feel like since I've known you for what? How long have we known each other now?
Oh my gosh, like 6 years?
Longer than that, right?
Yeah, 6 or 7, I guess. Right?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like this is your longest relationship.
It is.
It's a
It
big
really
deal.
is. You know what's so funny? We had dinner for his birthday, and I think I came to a point throughout this entire year where like I questioned a lot about about myself, like am I really meant to be with somebody long term and be committed, and I just had questions in general, and I think everybody maybe I hope would go through some of those questions and kind of like being like, is this the right move? Am I supposed to be doing this? Like I knew I loved him, but I don't think, and I told him this on his birthday, I don't think like it really hit me that like it was like a deep love, like a deep love. And then he kind of joked. He goes, like at first he goes, "Oh, what are you gonna propose to me?" And I was like, "No." I'm like, "Stop," because he always jokes around. So I'm like, "Would you just be serious for fucking 5 minutes so I can tell you about this?" And I just said no. I said He goes, "Well, when you love somebody, you love somebody." I said I agree, but I think there's also layers to love. And I said, and for me, you are really the first person like I have completely surrendered to. And I said, and that's a really big deal for me because, that's hard to fully give my trust to somebody. Like when I've been dating or, was dating somebody for a while or whatever, like I would give myself, but not all of it. I'd hold a piece of it because I was always like afraid. And I said, this is different. Like I see you, you're not just my boyfriend. Like I see you now as like my partner in life right now. And I said, and I know he's not big on getting married. I don't know if that'll ever change. And I honestly, we've had conversations like this. Like I didn't know if I wanted to get married again. But I said, I'm to the point where like I would, I would do that again. And I never thought I would get to that point.
Yeah,
So just to like have those realizations, and it really actually did not hit me probably until like a month ago.
that's crazy.
So it took me almost a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. And I love that for you. And I feel like as your friend, I feel like this is the first relationship I've seen where it's like so many relationships just, and it's not neither no one's fault, but you never get peace. Does that make sense? You never feel that safety. You never feel that security. You're always just a little anxious there's not that sense. And like, this is the first one I've seen like give you peace where like, you
Yes.
don't worry about him. You don't
Yes.
worry if he's going to be there tomorrow. Like, and that's really cool to see because you deserve all the love in the world. And so
Thank
I'm
you.
happy you finally found
The
it.
one thing I noticed too is, how before, I'm like such an intuitive person and I can feel when like something's wrong and something's not right. I've never, not one moment, have had that feeling come over me with
Wow.
him at all. The only ever time is I know when he's like in a bad mood from work. But like that
And
angst feeling that I would get with the people I dated before, it has never come. So that's when I was like, wait a minute, I haven't felt that. That's
yeah,
crazy. So yeah.
even your nervous system knows you're in the right
I
spot.
know, it's kind of crazy. So yeah, same week we celebrated our 1 year, and then I got older. So there's
And then
that.
I got older. And then he got
And
older.
then
So
he got older.
you guys had a lot to
I'm still
celebrate.
older than him though, but whatever.
Mm. Good for you, sis. Good for you.
Good for us.
Oh.
So yeah, so I know we'll have to. I was joking because like we haven't seen each other. I'm like, I bet you we'll just celebrate birthdays on your birthday because now
Something
your birthday is
happened.
coming up.
And I feel like something happened last year with my birthday and we couldn't celebrate my, and I'm like, we're just getting on this every other year train. This every other year.
Literally, literally, yeah, that's what
What are you
happens. It's
gonna
kind of
do?
crazy. All
I
right, so
feel
we
like
have some.
sorry, my
No,
ring
you're
light is
fine.
like blinding me.
Oh,
Gotta,
see, that's why I lowered my
okay.
light because I
Yeah, there
thought
we go.
mine was blinding me too, and I was like, but is it too dark
No,
now?
I know. Can you see me? Am I
Yeah, I
still
can
here?
see you.
Okay.
All right, well, just in case people are just like tuning in, this is our After Dark edition where Ashley and I just kind of talk about everything. It's like girl talk. We talk about life and relationships and viral stories and trends. And sometimes we talk about a topic if something like pops up, all the good, fun things. And so sometimes it's super lighthearted. Sometimes we find crazy stories. Other times we get a little deep. So this is one of those episodes where we have like a mixed bag of things.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's get into it.
All right. So I'll go first with this story I found,
Okay.
which I found this actually yesterday on TikTok, but it's actually over a year old. Okay. So I can't believe this. These two people were in prison in Miami and the woman got pregnant. Did you see this? Yeah. I know. She's like, oh God, Johnette. All right. So
Sorry.
I'll let everybody hear the lovely story. All right. So it says, both of these were in prison, both for one was for second degree murder, the other was charged or in for murder. And they basically had an exclusive and they revealed how they conceived a child while incarcerated without ever meeting face to face. So the mother, her name is Daisy, she's 29. The father is named Joan, he's 23. The mother gave birth to a baby girl in June of 2024, and the DNA results confirmed that he was, in fact, the father. And they were both at the Turner Guilford Knight Correctional Center, which is located in Miami. So this is actually what they did. They were separated by floors. They've never met face to face. Hey, you guys are going to hear my cats. Sorry. So they were separated by floors, but they were able to communicate through the AC vents. So basically, they developed a romantic relationship through hours of talking. They would pass notes through these vents. And I believe like one was on the fourth floor, one was on the sixth floor. And then they started to talk about wanting to get married and have a baby. Well, how do you do that when you're in prison? They made a line of bedding material, dropped through the L-shaped vent system. Jonas's deposit is his last name. He collected his semen, he rolled it in saran wrap, attached it to the line, and then the link would pull the package through the vent. She would then get the semen, put it inside a yeast infection applicator, and administer it inside of herself. And I guess they did this multiple times a day. When they got interviewed, he said he did it like 5 times a day. And it worked. It freaking worked.
You got fresh semen 5 times.
Well, I mean, if you really think about it, you don't have very much to do when you're in prison, so
True. True.
well,
Can you imagine being the poor guy on the 5th floor in between this conversation happening?
I
This
just
still blows my mind. Like that type of it, what do
right?
we call it? Can
I don't even
happen.
yeah, and apparently too, there's a doctor who even said that like something like that is of a chance happening is less than 5%. It's basically impossible, not impossible, but kind of close to being impossible. So for that, and I it's so funny because I saw this video first on TikTok and it came through News Nation is how I saw it. Well, News Nation got the audio of them talking like and she first admitted like she thought that like she'd be able to get out because she was pregnant. And
It,
I think her
oh.
sister, her mom was on the phone. She was like, "You're dumb. No, that's not how this works."
So what happens to the baby? It
The
goes to like
baby is with the dad's mom now and lives with the dad's mom. She had the baby and
wow.
it lives with the dad's mom. And both are still in prison right now. The
Is
baby girl says the baby girl is now 5 months old, living with Deposit's mother, the two parents who are now in different facilities. So now they're in different facilities, not in the same facility anymore, which I found that also for it being co ed was interesting. They continue to communicate by phone and they see their daughter via video visits. I mean,
good for them. Congrats.
right? Is it really though? Is it
I
really?
know. I don't. Yeah.
I mean, when you think you've heard everything and then you get something like that and you're like, what in the world?
I mean, that's actually that. I mean, the just the. I'm speechless. The fact that this could happen in real life and this isn't some bizarre Lifetime movie, which I'm sure it will be soon.
Oh, probably.
That's crazy.
It's insane. But also, when you think about it, if you are in prison, I mean, you're stuck in a cell, you know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. What else do you
You.
have to do but try to impregnate the girl 2 floors below you?
Well, and at that point, I think, gosh, I think at any point, like if I was there, I probably would start creating this like this alternate reality for myself to try and like move through time. And that could easily be like, oh, let's do this. We'll live happily
Yeah.
ever after. And then like normal people on the outside are literally like, what the F are you doing?
And they've never met.
No, they've never physically met. So it says now they just have phone visits and video visits, but they've never physically met.
That's crazy.
Like
Wow.
they never met. They never saw each other before. I mean, now obviously they know with what each other look like with the video visits, but like for
That's like taking Love is Blind from Netflix to a whole new level.
literally, it totally is. It's so crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah. So I shared that story with the newsroom today, and the guys were like, how in the world? So I was like, yeah, this is going on the podcast tonight. I just can't believe I just didn't hear. It's so funny. There's all these viral stories, and like for some reason, it hits us at random times. Like
I
the
know.
baby was born, or all this happened back in 2024, and that video just came across my FYP now. So it's
Yeah,
insane how that happens.
I think I just had seen it too like a month or so ago. So that's interesting that
Interesting. I wonder if it
it
just
took that long to
make
seep
its
out
way
into the world.
through. So yeah, that's a Interesting little story there for you.
Oh,
Would you
look
like
at
to go
that.
next?
Yeah, well, mine's pretty short, and I'm sure you saw it, but my viral story is, did you see the new underwear that Skims launched?
I just saw it actually just an hour ago. And the
I just,
only reason why I saw it was because I saw Bethany Frankel's post popped up on my FYP on TikTok. And I was like, what is she talking about? And then I clicked on it and I was like,
what did she, okay, so for those of you who haven't seen, which I'm sure by the time this airs, everyone has to have heard of this. Skims,
I'll throw a little photo in so people can see
perfect.
it.
Skims launched a thong, pubic hairs included.
With
I'm sorry. No, no disrespect. I just don't understand.
I don't
I know that,
understand
like,
it.
I get their bras that have like built-in nipples. People like that look. I've seen bras that have built-in like piercings and then you like wear them. I get that look. I don't understand.
I don't understand the bush.
Is it like when is it shown? Does it creep out the top of your pants like a man's chest
And
hair?
there's like different kinds.
So the carpet can match the.
So then
I'm sorry.
I went to the Skims TikTok page and they made a video, like an old school video, and she said something to the effect of, one day I want to be like this. And so, yeah, the carpet can change color all the time. And I was like, what? Like,
Is this like a sexual fantasy for like people that I'm unaware of?
weirdos? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Because to me, it seems like a whole big, huge publicity stunt for
I
something to
agree.
go viral and then for people to talk about. And, it says it's already sold out, but I'm like, but really, who would buy it though? I mean, who? Like what?
Like,
No, I can't. I cannot.
I just, you know what? I pay far too much money to, to go to my wax appointment, so I'm just not their consumer for this product. I'm not
I
their
am not
target
the consumer
audience.
either. I'm not. But who? But I want to know who is the target
Yeah.
audience. Like, who wants that?
If somebody has bought them or they're buying them we need to know. We just want to understand. I just want to understand, and I want to understand when it's shown. Like you pull down your pants, like, look, honey. Then you're like, just kidding.
Or you get like a different color. I don't understand. Like,
It's confusing for
it's
me, but
very confusing. And I started to read people's comments, and I was just dying. Like, the comments were the best.
is anyone saying they'd actually buy it? What did Bethany say?
No, she was just like, we're in the upside down. Like, what is happening?
Okay, all right.
That was
But
basically her
I'm glad
response.
we're all pretty much on the same page with that one.
Yeah. It's, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of comments we get over this. But yeah, I
Yeah.
would never spend that amount of money. First of all, we grow it ourselves, number one. So why would we spend the money to get something like that? Number two, why would we do it anyway? It's like I just don't know. Just
Grow it ourselves.
we do. We can grow it ourselves. I don't need a freaking underwear. I grow it for free. If I want to, I can. Just saying. Like,
I agree. I agree. I still don't
why am I
understand.
going to spend money on something I can do already?
Wait, my brother's here. I should bring him in and ask him from a
Oh
male.
my God, you should. Ask him what he thinks. Go
Go.
get him.
It's just like Okay. I've got the brother.
Got the brother. All
This
right,
is my
Travis is
brother,
coming in.
Travis. We got to make sure they can see you.
Hello, Jeanette.
Hello, how are you?
Fantastic. How are you?
Good. We were chatting about something that's gone viral on social media today, and we were really wondering what a man would think about this.
So, have you heard about Skims' new underwear launch for women?
I don't even know what Skims is.
Skims is Kim Kardashian.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, yes.
Okay. They launched an underwear where on the front of the woman's underwear it looks like a bush.
But it's a thong, but it's a bush in the front. And
Like-
they have different colors and different kinds, like straight, curly, red hair, blonde, black.
And it's on the outside, so it looks like.
I think it would be a range of events and emotions if I saw that. But I'm not going to say it would be for me.
Well, we're thinking, like, do men really like that? Like, what?
I can promise you this, a normal male would not like that. If someone does, there's some kinky stuff going on in their
That's what
brains and
we're
minds.
thinking, that it's some weird
right.
fetish or something.
And I do have a wild imagination, and I'm telling you, that's not for me.
It's not top 10 part of the wild imagination.
So glad I could be used.
Thanks, Trav.
Thanks, Travis.
You realize I gotta go Google this now, right?
Yeah, go Google it. Love ya.
All right,
All
so
right.
there we go. We had a man's point of view, and they don't like it either.
He was a bit speechless with the question.
I mean, it is pretty out there, random, like.
I mean, okay, let's think about it in reverse.
Ugh. Oh my gosh. Ashley, you made me have like a mental picture right now. That's not great. That would give me like nightmares.
We gotta move on.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I have a couple more stories. Should I go with the rest of mine?
Please.
Okay, so I pulled a couple of these two other stories I pulled just because they have been, kind of top of mind, I guess you can say, when it comes to social media. And then I found a couple of things I wanted to share of people were sharing their first date experiences with a couple of people, and they were really funny. So I wanted to share
Okay.
those too. But this one, I actually kind of found it was interesting. Did you realize that Instagram apparently is going PG-13 now?
No? What?
Okay. So on Tuesday, Instagram announced another round of changes trying to basically help and aim at child safety. So PG-13 rating. So basically like movies. So Meta, which owns Instagram, says the update will block users under 18 from seeing content deemed PG-13 and above, such as like partial nudity, which you would think we wouldn't see that anyway, but it says by the end of the year. It says users will be able to opt out with parental permission. So they were like trying to compare. So like for what it's worth, PG-13 movies are like the Titanic, Happy Gilmore 2, It Ends with Us. The new age policy will also cover chats with Meta's AI bot, which Congress is currently investigating for inappropriate sensual chats with children, which I talked about actually in a previous podcast episode, that the AI bot from Instagram and from Facebook were actually giving the sensual responses to teens. And it actually ended up going, and they were going through the process of redefining that whole AI system because Congress turned in the documents of what the AIs were saying to teenagers. It's like sensual sexual stuff. So now the big question is, like, since they're doing this like next round, obviously it's going to work. A lot of people don't think it is. They said, obviously, teens are teens. They're always going to find a way to get around something. And, they're smart. They're going to figure out new features or new workarounds for it. So they're just trying to combat it and try to make it more safe wise. And I think it's just because this whole big thing has been coming in with social media and teens and, getting those bot chats and then them being able to try and at least protect some of the content that they're actually trying to see. So I thought that was interesting. It was like a really big thing yesterday in the news. So I don't know. I don't allow my son on social media, so we'll have to see.
I'm interested to see how they will make it work because I feel like there's content I've seen on social media and I'm like, oh, I feel like maybe that should respectfully move to OnlyFans, like, because there are
Mhm.
different ages on this platform, and there are different people that are like, innocently scrolling through. So I'm interested to see about that. I
Yeah.
know that I didn't know this until earlier this year, but on TikTok, did you know that you have to be 18 to see TikTok shop ads? Or like if
No, I
I
did
post,
not.
yeah, if I post a video with my TikTok shop link, if an account user is under 18, they can't see my video. Yeah.
I had no idea.
I'm pretty sure I looked this up because I was around my cousins and I was joking around. I was like, none of you liked my video, and I had just posted like 3 seconds, and they were like, "Oh, okay, we'll get on and like it." And my one cousin's like, "I can't see it," and I was like, "That's weird." And then we looked it up, and she was under 18, and it said like, yes, it does limit under 18-year-olds from seeing TikTok shop content. I don't know if that's still standing, but that's how it was at least
Wow.
like 6 months ago.
Interesting.
Yeah.
At least something's working.
I know. Yeah, exactly.
I just know,
Exactly.
like, even so, the only thing our son is allowed on is on YouTube because he loves to watch shorts and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And so for a long time, we had parental like permission things on YouTube, but because I mean he's gonna be 16, so a lot of things was that we're cutting out. He was like, I can't watch anything. Everything's blocked. Like, what am I supposed to do? I can't see shorts. I can't do anything. So I was like, fine. So we lifted it. And then now we have an app that monitors everything. So basically, every time he is on YouTube, I see what he's watching. It gives me a link, so I see all the things. But that's like the only social media platform he's on. Like we got an app that he can't even access social media on his iPhone.
Yeah. I don't
He's like
blame you. There's so much
permanently
out
blocked
there.
from it. There
Yeah.
is, and it's just like that's just the best way to protect it. And I know there's some other parents that are like, "Oh, you're sheltering too much." I'm like, it's not that. It's just right now, to me, he's at a pivotal age, and when he's 18, go for it. You're an adult. But right now,
Yeah.
you don't need it. None of your friends are on social media. The only
Yeah.
way he sees a TikTok is if a friend downloads a video and then sends it to him in a text in a text message, but then I see it anyways. So,
Right.
yeah, I'm
Right.
just like whatever.
And you know
So,
what? It's probably healthier for his brain development anyways to not be sucked in by the app so much because
he's already
I
sucked in
swear.
enough with YouTube and playing video games,
Right.
so we don't need
Right.
to add social media apps to it. So,
Right. Right.
speaking of kind of staying on that same train, this came out today. And so I did a little bit of research on it. There is a school in Texas that they basically they're teacherless. They're using AI. So it says the rise of teacherless schools, Texas leads AI driven education experiments. It's called the Alpha Model School in Texas. So there is no human instruction. It's all AI. It's called Alpha School. It's a private K through 12 network with locations in Texas and a planned expansion into other states, so Florida, New York, Arizona, and California. So the core instructor is a proprietary AI powered platform to deliver core academic subjects. So all the subjects that you would get like multiple teachers in, this AI powered platform basically does it. And the school claims students can complete a full day core of academics in just 2 hours and are achieving test scores in the nation's top percentiles. Isn't that crazy? So instead of teachers, they have guides. So the guides, they're like not your traditional teachers. They're considered like a guide or a coach. So they coach you through things. They don't teach you anything. And they basically focus on like student motivation, troubleshooting. They do life skill workshops like entrepreneurship, public speaking. They do not deliver any academic content, but they're highly compensated at reportedly $100,000 a year. So I like what? It's also backed by a billionaire. So that's the other thing. I mean, I knew eventually we were going to get here because obviously AI is going to slowly start to take over like every other industry. But I just find it so weird to like be in a school and like literally not have instruction from another human,
Yeah, that's bizarre to me.
right?
I don't know even how, I mean, I don't have a child, so I can't imagine how how I'd feel about that. I don't think as a parent, I would, but I mean,
Like
when you said they're over testing or testing outstandingly, I just don't understand. Like, but also I feel my biggest fear was stuff like that. Obviously, there's the whole AI fear, but there's also like we just continually make these changes where we're just losing human interaction and we're losing human interaction. I think that's scary. I think
it's
that
very scary.
alone, I don't understand the whole AI school, so I can't really make, a thought on it. I mean, I have my thoughts, but I
Yeah.
just, I don't know, the continuous, like, I mean, there's things that, like, just down to, like, going to the self checkout, using dating apps. Now you can go to school. Like, you can order at restaurants without ever talking to a server except somebody who brings you the
Brings
food.
you the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, I understand it, but it's like, I feel like that's why we're losing our humanity. That's why we're losing our ability to be compassionate and sympathetic. It's because we're not interacting the way we used to. Did
Yeah.
you
We're
see?
desensitizing everything.
Yes. And there's like parents now, I think it's a lot of millennial parents, they're making their kids do these, like, I forget what they're calling them, but like basically if a kid wants a soda, the mom drops them off, but the kid runs into the gas station, the kid gets the soda, the kid has to go up and pay, the kid has to navigate it and then come back out. And they're doing these little challenges because that's like we're losing that part. And I think back when I was a kid, I rode my bicycle to the gas station. I got my Gatorade. I didn't think twice of it, but I think it's like to help with social anxiety because people are
Yeah.
getting more and more of it because we're getting less and less. But I mean, I'm not a parent. I'm just empathizing with, things that parents have to go through because I do want to be a parent someday, but that's crazy.
It's insane. Like I even think about like with Cruz, my son, like he loves school. He hated COVID. He absolutely hated being home. Like he loves that interaction. He loves going to school
Yeah.
and having social interaction and learning from people. He also loves to be online, but I think it would drive him crazy. Like he thrives and does very well when he's around other people. And
Yeah.
like and you're right, you do lose that human side. We're already using those bits and pieces. Obviously, that's where it's how our political climate is and people hating each other very quickly. It's because we're so desensitized because we're constantly using technology now instead of like having conversations face to face. And so if you
Yes.
do that and you do this at a young age, what's going to happen when they're adults?
That, and just think about the like impact that teachers make just on their personal life and how many
Yes.
kids like are who they are today because they had a teacher that loved them or mentored them or whatever it may be. And for that, just that's crazy.
I know. It says that like a lot of schools have used it essentially right now. I think this alpha school may be the only one that's like doing it fully AI driven, but other schools and other programs are using it for like adaptive learning, basically for like teacher assistants. You know how you have like a virtual assistant or something like that. But it does say the same thing, that they fear erosion of connection. Survey shows the rapid rise of AI in the classroom is having a social and emotional impact. Many students report feeling less connected to their teachers. A significant percentage are using AI chatbots for mental health support or as a companion, raising ethical questions and concerns for well being. It's
What's
crazy.
what does it say? Like, was the thought behind this to like monetary savings or like to challenge, like, because it's supposed to in theory make the kids smarter? Does it say why it started or just that it did?
It just says that, that there's a billionaire backing the models backed by tech billionaire Joe Lamant. I may have said that wrong, who has reportedly committed to significant investment to scale this AI first approach globally. It doesn't really say. I think they're trying to say basically that I get it if they're coming to a fact where like you don't need a student to sit in a classroom 8 hours a day. So I can see a perspective on that, but to
Yeah.
completely like move away from traditional teaching and then completely replace it with AI to the point where you only have a guide or a coach in there for a few hours, like yeah, no.
What happens
It's
if
true.
two kids get in a fight and the guide or coach isn't in there? Like, what do you do?
Sorry, I'm a guy. I only assist and help. I don't know. There goes my cat. Oh, that's Nova. She wants to
You
get
know,
in.
come on in, girl.
Yeah, I just think it's freaking weird. I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see how it goes. But I mean, it basically went kind of. It started. There was something last year in San Francisco, and then this popped up today, and I was like, "That is insane!" Like, I don't know how I feel about that. So
Interesting.
I know. But while I was doing my other research, I came across. I don't know how I even. I got. I don't even know what I was doing, but I came across these funny dating stories, and I think I copied 3 of them because I thought they were just funny. They weren't like horribly bad or horribly wrong. What are you doing? What are you doing? Sit down. Sorry. She's like scratching, shaking my little table.
He wants your attention.
Okay, so here's this one. I thought this was hilarious. Okay, so this person says, I went out with this beautiful girl I met in biology class in college. The first date went amazingly well. The second date we had a blast. Great goodbye kiss. On the third date, we got on the topic of deal breakers. So they started talking about like what's the one thing you cannot abide in someone you might otherwise be attracted to. She asked first. I said something like racism or puppy kicking. She said she could never date a guy with a hairy back. And then he says, I'm Iranian, the end. So they never went on a date after that.
I feel like that's such a random deal breaker. Like, if it
A
really
hairy back.
bothers you that much, talk to him and go get it waxed. Like, I don't know.
I mean, but really, have you ever dated somebody with a hairy back before?
No.
I, I when I read that, I was like, I don't think I could.
Would they be willing to wax it if you didn't like it? That's my question.
I mean, yes, compromise. Maybe if you like them that much, you'll be able to compromise on that. But I don't know.
So, like, I feel like most of the time. Okay, next.
Are you holding back, Ashley? You don't want the trolls coming for us? Come on.
No, no.
No.
I can't handle them anymore.
There's a lot of hair in this episode. I'm sorry. I don't know what
Oh,
happened. Talking
great.
about bushes and hairy backs now. So okay. This is another one. I thought this was funny. I went on a date once with a guy that picked me up and swung me in a full circle upon seeing me. He sat me down and patted the top of my head, told me how excited he was and how cute and little I was. She said I walked back to my car and I left. Can you imagine?
You think I'm skinny?
Right? Some girls would be
Guy
like, oh
picked
my
me
God,
up
you
and
just picked me up.
light as a feather. I had a guy pick me up and spin me at the end of a date.
You did?
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, I mean, I think it just kind of depends on
it
like
wasn't that
where
kind
you
of date. Yeah, we
Oh,
were
okay.
not in love.
Oh,
I was not in love.
okay.
Yeah,
So you're like, don't pick me up and swing me, don't touch me.
yeah.
And
And
he
I
picked you
feel
up and
like
swung you.
all I could think of in my head was like,
What?
I'm too. I was like, I feel like I'm too happy for you to be spinning me around. I was a little different then. It would just, I just, that, we get in our head. I'm like,
I know.
did that hurt? Is your back okay?
I would think that's weird, like on a first
That's
date. Like,
so weird. That's bold.
they should give you like a
Yeah.
little pet. Like what? Yes.
I had
It's
a guy
so
once tell
weird.
me, he goes, "You're taller than I expected you." I said, "I'm 5'4".
Yeah, I had somebody say I was shorter, that they thought I was taller. And I was like, okay.
Sorry.
Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like taller girls? I don't know. Sorry. It's not my thing. So yeah.
At least you didn't have a hairy back.
It's true. No hurry back. This one I thought was really hilarious. This last one I'm going to share. It's just a very, very awkward date. So it was a first date. We went to a movie, which honestly, why would you go to a movie for a first date is beyond me. Have you done that?
Nah, not on a first date, I don't think.
Why would you do that on a first date?
Yeah, you really
Is that
can't
so
talk.
weird? You can't
Yeah,
talk. It's so
yeah,
awkward.
so awkward.
So it says it was a first date. We went to a movie. He arrived 20 minutes late and said that since we were short on time, I should grab the tickets while he got the food. He asked me what I wanted, and I said a small popcorn and a Coke. He took off to grab the food and came back with an extra large popcorn and one extra large drink. I thought he must have decided we would share, and she put that in question marks. Once in the movie, he refused to share the popcorn or the drink, with the exception of one single piece of popcorn, which he told me would be enough. After the movie was over, he asked if we could go for a short walk. He barely spoke the entire time. We walked for several minutes, and the whole entire time, I was asking him where the heck were we going, and he said he was just enjoying my company and wanted to keep wandering. Finally, after over an hour of walking aimlessly, he proudly announced that we arrived at his stop. He had led me to a bus stop that was near the theater. He gave me a really sloppy cheek kiss before literally hopping on the bus and leaving me there to walk back to my car alone. Worst date of my life. He called the next day, left me a message asking for a second date. Big nope. Isn't that crazy? Like, why would you do that? That has like 5 million red
Wow.
flags everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. The
Especially to be like,
walking
oh,
to
what do you
his
want to eat? And then he gets it and then he doesn't share it the entire time and you're just sitting there in the movie like, what just happened? And then you want to walk, but you're not talking. So I'm just like, what?
So was he too scared to walk to his bus stop alone?
I guess.
Oh man,
Put her to the
this
bus stop and was like, okay, bye. And thanks, I had a great time.
this is too much. Dating is too much.
I know. So I saw those three today and I was like, oh, these are good. We should talk about them. They're pretty bad.
Oh. Oh.
I know. I thought those are funny. So, how have the DMs been treating you lately, Ashley?
Pretty boring
Pretty
recently, I
boring. Well,
think.
that's good.
Yeah, I had a younger guy on TikTok try to ask me out. I think he was 24, 25.
Uh-huh.
And he like commented on a bunch of my videos. I mean, they're sweet, they're harmless, but
Yeah.
I was like, the age gap, man. He's like, I'll take you on vacation, I'll treat you so well. I'm like, I don't doubt that you would treat me well, but that's a big age gap.
Yeah. No, a little too young.
Yeah, but the DMs have been respectful. I feel like nothing to write home. Yeah, I thought I had one and then I just forgot. So I have nothing. I feel like that's just my life right now with everything. It's very dry with all that. You know what? But I'm welcoming it. I'm in my peace era right now.
Yes, I think every woman needs to have that season of peace.
Yeah, I
Where
like it.
it's like life is just you're protecting it, you have boundaries up for it, and I think sometimes women forget to do that, and then we're the ones who become crazy over it.
Yeah,
So
I
it's like we
agree.
kind of have to rein it in. And I've done the same thing, like especially how I am with sleep. Like
Yeah.
I need sleep. If I don't get sleep, like I am awful. And so even like yesterday, I got home and I was like, for the last 2 days, I've been going. And I was like, that's it. Like, I'm in bed at 9. I'm going to bed. I don't want to hear from anybody. I need my sleep.
Yep, 100%. It's so important. I feel
Yeah.
like too, I realized like when I was on my trip, I was barely scrolling. And like with our jobs, whether it's the podcast or, in like our social media stuff, or I manage other
Oh,
people's
no.
social media, I'm always scrolling. I'm always scrolling. when I was on this trip, I was scrolling a lot less, and I noticed that I was sleeping better, that my anxiety was lower, and that all these things. And then I come back and I get back into my routine further or looking longer.
Oh no, you're breaking up.
Wait, you're breaking up too. What's happening?
You're like slow motion.
Can you hear me?
Oh, boo.
We're
at 45 minutes. I don't know why. It's like randomly. I can hear you just fine.
I can hear you just fine, but
the camera is just slow. Oh, you're coming back.
So is yours is doing the same thing.
You're just slow.
This is weird.
Okay, now I'm getting you back.
I think, wait.
No.
Oh, now you're back. What was that? Wait, no, you're gone.
I don't know. All of a sudden, you're just like,
What should we do?
boo.
Your
I can
voice is
just cut it
ahead
right
of your
there.
body.
Same. Yours is doing the same
Should
thing.
we leave and come back in and close it out, or should we?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's close this one real quick, and then
Okay.
I'll resend you a
Okay.
new link, and then we can close it out. Because it's so random. Okay.